Hello everybody, welcome. Today I'd like to tell you how I learned about narcissism. Few years ago, it must be about almost 4 years ago, I was looking for some training for personal growth and to refresh my knowledge. I was working for this company for about 15 years and I wanted to stay up to date to the technology. I'm computer engineer and I do communication and data security. So I want to stay up to date to technology, and also I knew that I need to improve some of my soft skills like public speaking, presentation, negotiation with my peers, some marketing skills. So I was looking for some training, and my company wasn't offering at the time trainings that suit me, because after 15 years in a company, especially in research and development, you're the expert of the subject matter. So is you don't find people that can teach you stuff. Probably it's more likely that you can teach other people stuff. So it's my company did offer training. I was looking something outside, so I was browsing the web and YouTube, and while browsing YouTube kept recommending me TED Talk about narcissism, and I was confused why narcissism is recommended together to self-growth, personal growth videos. And I skipped the video. So I thought narcissism was more of a gossipy thing. And besides, probably as a personality trait, or for because I'm a techie guy, I'm pretty vaccinated against people that talk about themselves, because I thought that narcissism at that time was just, being everything about themselves, oneself. So people that speak always about themselves, brag about themselves. But I'm digressing. Let's talk about myself now. Yeah, so this video was, YouTube was recommending this video again and again the following days, until one day it recommended it again, a TED Talk about narcissism, back to back to another video, but from a, what looked like a random girl, young, 20 years old probably at that time, and apparently a pretty girl that is into fashion mostly, and her name is Franceschina. The channel is Franceschina Tremenda. And so I was curious why a narcissistic topic was discussed in a TED Talk by a renowned speaker, and from by a girl, next door girl. So I was curious and I watched this video, and it blew my mind. It was a revelation, because she was as I expected. She said that she posts video about fashion, and she watch YouTube videos, and she says that 80% of the videos she watches are about fashion, trying clothes on, trying outfits on, and 20% of the videos she watched were about psychology, because she likes to learn about human behavior and stuff like that. And she came across another young YouTuber. Her name is Mara, and she was talking about narcissists. And Franceschina recognized her boyfriend is the other person descriptions. And some of the things that she told about were, for example, she is a young girl, so she likes to wear miniskirts. She clearly aware that she has nice legs, so she wears miniskirts. And once she met this boy who complimented her for wearing miniskirts, and she was impressed, because many guys, think that miniskirts are inappropriate, or they don't value women wearing this way. And she was impressed, and so she dated this guy, and she had a good time. After about 1 month sometime, this guy starts saying, you should not dress like that because you look bad, you make me look bad, you should not wear this stuff. And so, and she was confused. I mean, you used to like this, what are you talking about? I mean, another episode she told about was this guy disappeared for several days, and without saying anything. And Franceschina was freaking out. I mean, what, did I do anything wrong? He's in the hospital, something bad happened to him, so I don't know what to do. She was really worried, genuinely worried for this guy. Then he came back without any hint. As he disappeared, he came back. I mean, he didn't explain. I mean, just said, I was busy, I didn't have time to reach out. And he was even mad, why you are controlling me? So, insulting her, this kind of thing. Okay, so this is to say that, I'm grateful that I came across Franceschina, because this started me a big research on narcissism, because narcissism then to me was something really fascinating, because taught me that people can be mean with no reason, and with no reason. So taught me how to deal differently with people. But why it was a big revelation for me, why it caught my attention that way, so much, because I mean, Franceschina in her episode was describing some people in my lives, which I was had hard time to explain why they did what they did. And for example, one of my exes, I used to wear mini skirts, and I'm kidding. So one of my exes was complimented me about one of my qualities, which I was even insecure about it, but she complimented it. And I thought that was sincere. After some time, then she told me that my quality was not good, and was I should stop, presenting this quality, because it was scaring people away, was coming across as arrogant, and I was confused. So she unfortunately did disappear for many days, but I mean, she also gave me the silent treatment, which is something that freaks out, because I mean, you don't know what's going on, and it's confusing. It make you freeze. And many other episodes that I recognize in people that I knew. And then I start laughing, because I say, see, I was worried about these people. I was, blaming myself. I was worried about themselves. And all it was about is just a personality trait that belong to people that want to confuse and to use another term, gaslight you, for the purpose of making you feel bad. So I mean, this was a revelation. I know that people can be mean, but sometimes I think they're being mean because they need some, they need something. These people really do for no reason. Actually, there are some reasons why they do that, but it's really a reason that don't benefit anybody. So it's a lose-lose situation, and the way they do that is a nice. So narcissism is so fascinating to me, because it was my window on how some psychology can impact the human relationship. And I believe that, it also taught me that sometimes, and can teach you that sometimes we don't need to we can be exposed to some topic not through experts in the in the traditional way, because sometimes the expert talk use criteria, generic, they talk difficult language, and we don't understand what's the point. And if you hear some expert talk about narcissism, who cares? You want to know what the impact on my life, while these common people, Franceschina, Mara, and other people that I then start following, that present real life example of what narcissism looks like in a real relationship, in a friendship, in a workplace, the red flags, that way more easier to recognize and to work. I mean, this doesn't mean that we need to see narcissists everywhere. We just need to, because I mean, we don't diagnose people. Expert and psychologists, psychiatrists diagnose people, but I mean, sometimes we see behavior that have no apparent explanation, and now we have an explanation. And there is another thing that I want to say. I think that people that want to improve in human relationship, and even people that are good at human relationship, or they think they should learn about narcissism, because sometimes, I mean, narcissism has become such a buzzword. So politicians call each other narcissists, celebrities do, and sometimes it's not even true. So we need to recognize when something is mean, something just happens. Sometimes we can be compassionate about it. For example, I was watching a YouTuber that was blaming narcissism for a husband that didn't bring flower, which is not narcissism, because it's just a mismatch of love language between these people. So it was not meant to be mean. It is mean when somebody, for example, give flowers and then suddenly stop giving flowers. And this is not mean either, because I mean, you don't need to spend many, to make, spectacular actions to show your love. It's mean when you say, no, I didn't buy flowers. So when they lie about him, when there is lie that are clear and false, this is very bad, because it's confuse people and make people, drive people crazy and confused. So yeah, I think that is something that needs to be learned, because I mean, you save a lot of time when you get in an argument or in a discussion, in a situation like it looks without logic. Probably the logic is that there is some personality behind that. It's just acting out to confuse you, because I don't know, there's some defense mechanism that kicks in somebody else, and so we don't put in place our defense mechanism that we want to explain, or we feel bad, or we want to make other people stay at their ease. Anyway, so I hope you like this explanation, how I came to narcissism, and why I found it so fascinating. So have a great day, and I hope to see you next time.